What's going on, everyone? I'm Nick Cato.
I'm Walter Bowley.
And I'm Matt Harnig.
This is Podcast Reloaded, episode 17. I'm just waiting for Matt to say something stupid like wild card or whatever the fuck else he's going to say. But
see, Matt's
wilding out right
Matt's
now.
wild card moment is to not be wild card.
You know what's wild card? Buying a Vita whenever everyone says it sucks. That's wild card.
not everyone says it sucks. There's a lot of people who enjoy it. I want one. And you talked me out of it a few minutes ago. That's what's so funny.
Hypocrite.
He talked you out of
yeah, but you see, you just said. But when you brought up Persona 4, you just made it sound like, oh, they got Persona 4, and then it's like you should have said, Matt, look at this freaking game. This is why you should get it. I would be like, you know what, you're right, and I did, and it's boss. Anyway,
I think Matt just thinks Nick would have made the Vita uncool, and then he wouldn't have wanted.
I make everything cool
because he would have felt like a follower instead of a leader.
But
that's true. I am a pioneer out of us to get one.
Pioneer?
Yeah, pioneer.
Actually, Chad is because he owned it before you.
Oh, touche.
Did he play it?
But did he play it?
Probably not. I'm sure he played it to
Test run it, yeah.
So, but before we get too off topic, I just first want to start off by saying thank you to everyone who subscribed to us the last few days on Twitter and, well, follow us on Twitter and subscribe to us on YouTube. There's a lot of growth. We're starting to reach out to some people, message them. So, when we get better equipment, I'd love to work with some of you guys.
Oh,
do some podcasts together. Like the Metapod.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys have watched this, but I saw it was a check them out. I guess they're called the Metapod. It's 2 words, but it's a meta podcast. But the icon is the Pokemon Metapod wearing like Beats by Dre headphones.
They're gonna be like they're Bose headphones.
Yeah,
not
and
Beats by
they had
Dre.
a really cool article about the TV show Arrow that I read, and I enjoyed it. But anyway,
God, that show's so bad now.
Well, yeah, the season's not that great. That's for a different time.
Yeah. Oh God. But pretty solid news this week.
Hold on, I'm sorry. That shirt is just so boss.
Chilling is my business.
That is so boss.
No, they can't see it.
Just explain it to them.
We'll throw it in after the movie. You could you can show it off.
I'll stand up and just like rip my shirt off.
And then won't be able to see won't be able to see it. But I had a lot more news, but cut some of the smaller stuff out because it was so much.
Yeah, we know you guys are busy people.
Yeah, we don't want to be here for like an hour and 30 minutes. That's too long. I'm almost thinking about splitting up the videos into 2 parts.
We'll see.
But yeah, I don't know. See what. But we'll jump right in with the news of the week, starting with Halo 5 Guardians art book suggests that it might not ship in November, possibly September.
The notebook? Or like
the art book of Halo 5.
I don't know why I said notebook.
Yeah.
I just love that movie. It just popped in my head.
That's true.
You think about Halo's releases, except for Halo 4, all the other Halos have released in like September. Like Reach did, Halo 3 did.
Yeah, I was thought it was a November game. Maybe I'm getting mistaken with WoW.
Well, they still get console bundles and stuff.
And that's what I think about this. The thing I think about this, Dying Light is a game that everyone's like, it came out in January, and it killed it because there's no games.
Right.
And it sold like, I think almost 1 million copies now, if not 1 million copies. And if that game came out in November, no one would have bought it.
It would have got drowned out a little bit.
So this is perfect because it'll hit right before the Call of Duty. And the thing that happened with Halo 4, it decided to go toe-to-toe with Call of Duty. And initially, everyone bought it and it sold good. But then the second Black Ops 2 came out, it just... and this is probably going to be Black Ops 3. Because Trademark's working on it, so they're probably like, we want to stay away from that and get the jump start before all the big games. Because it's like the first like big shooter that's coming out. And that's pretty good.
Oh, yeah. I heard they're making a lot of changes from the beta.
Yeah, that's good. They're
going to be adapting the game.
I liked it because they can't screw up with this. It needs to be good, but they're taking all the problems that people have. It's actually a constructive beta and not just a demo to get people excited.
Or not just like a server stress test or something.
And the way it played, it didn't seem like a beta. It was really polished. Yeah. Everything was good. There wasn't really any glitches that I
Hopefully they'll add some glitches.
Super bounce. Yeah.
People liked glitches in Halo too.
Yeah, super bounce.
The problem with glitches can make a game famous.
I would love if this game came out in September. It would be funny if it was on my birthday. I would love it.
Oh.
It would be a good birthday present for me.
You think Matt's gonna get it for you?
No, you keep on looking at me like...
I'm just seeing if you have anything to add to it. You're awfully quiet over there.
I don't know,
I know why he's quiet.
Why?
Because before we started filming, that's like, I just want to play Persona right now. Or, you know, it's like hurting me that I'm not playing
Are you thinking about Persona right now, Matt?
Not gonna lie, it's passed me a couple times of who I'm gonna romance in there.
What guy are you?
I've definitely been working on my freaking... There is a gay guy in there, like a closet fag. Oh.
Jesus, come on.
Whatever. It's technically what they're called in
Who's
there.
that?
There? What they are? Jesus.
Whatever. Hate me then. Write about how I'm a piece of shit for saying. Anyways, there's a guy that's into feminine things. He's the guy that Troy Baker's character plays. His name's Kanji, and like his whole like dungeon that you had to go through for his shadow, which is like kind of like that like version you don't want other people to see, is like him acting like, you know, hey guys, how's it going? I just want to get super sweet with these guys. So anyways, he's like so funny because he like loves the feminine stuff, and like every time he like sees like the bear that's on your team named Teddy, he's always like, Teddy, he's like, can I like pet your fur? And like he like when he's like trying to hit on a girl and he's like sitting there and he's like, what do you mean you won't give me your number? Just give it to me. And she's like, get away from me. He's like, don't touch me. He's like, what? I'm just trying to fix the stitching inside your shirt because the texture is ruining it because of the like the rip. He's definitely my favorite character in there.
Focus, Matt.
But
We're here.
we'll move on.
You brought it up.
Yeah. Alright, Halo 5, yeah. Hopefully it comes out in September. I'd like that. Second news. EA says Titanfall 2 will likely be on multiple platforms. Quote, it will probably be a bigger footprint than just a single platform. I think that's a huge positive for us.
Well, I mean, that was pretty much the go-to when
I
Titanfall was
figured
released.
that was going to be
Most
PS4.
people believe that Titanfall was just going to be the first one, Xbox exclusive, kind of like Mass Effect.
They already said it's coming out for PS4 though.
It was
They
never
said
official.
Yeah, but like now we got EA executives saying, yeah.
It's most likely going to be on there, but that's good. PS4 will get another shooter, another good third-party game. I like it.
Oh, it's a great game.
I love it.
I
Well,
still think to this day it's the best exclusive.
On X1?
No, over PS4 too as well. So far.
Okay.
I still like Sunset Overdrive way
Sunset-
more, and I liked Infamous Second Son more as well.
Sunset Overdrive and Infamous are pretty comparable, I guess. But
Yeah.
Like, Titanfall.
See that, like, it's fun, but that game just like dropped off the face. It sort of did a Halo 4. A bunch of people bought it, a bunch of people were playing it, then like in a month it was just gone.
I would get a little bit more than
Yeah.
that. I even had my Xbox when it first came out.
I know when you started playing it was already dying out. Just because everyone was
I
like,
didn't have a problem getting into games.
The thing that you didn't have a problem getting Halo 4 games too, but it doesn't mean it didn't dip.
I didn't see that. I thought there was quite a few people still
But
playing it,
I think-
especially people who bought the Xbox instead. So
I
it was
think
like,
the thing that made it popular is also its Bane, which is why they made game modes where there's no Titans
Titans?
and no computer characters and stuff where it's only pilot v pilot.
Yeah,
Because
they had like an advanced warfare.
People got like a little. I especially got a little sick of the Titans. Eventually, I was like, don't
If
even
I was
really want
them-
to use it.
I would make the Titans a little bit harder to obtain, so it makes it more of like a power up than it's just like, oh, 5 people got it now. It's pretty much just turns from first you fight as pilots to going into Titans. I feel like to get a Titan, I think it'd make it cool because it'd bring a strategy to like
I like
having
that
the pilots
Titans-
having to kill them.
The Titans weren't crazy powerful. I kind of like that. It was like, it's just another way to play Titanfall as opposed to just being a pilot.
I liked one of my favorite game was that Last Titan Standing. That was fun.
Oh, that was intense.
I did like the Titans. The whole premise of it was awesome. I just think that, I'm not saying they had to make them more powerful, but like, I don't know. I like it when there's certain games. Maybe it's why I want to Evolve so bad, is when you gotta kind of like use your brain, and it's not like you can just mindlessly go and do something sometimes.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
Yeah, but Titanfall 2. Yeah. Number 3. Former Rare devs are working on a spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie at Playtonic Games. They promise it will be a, quote, real, proper, actual game, end quote. Not like some
Banjo.
little BS. It's a spiritual successor to Banjo, sort of like how Mighty Number 9 is the spiritual successor to Mega Man, but it's not related.
Yeah.
These are all the guys that made Banjo.
Right, that's
from Rare. Like, yeah.
It's crazy because in the N64 level,
Rare was so good. Even before that, Rare was amazing.
No, I'm not talking about that. It's just like I realized that was the style of game that everyone was into. I mean, you got to think, you got Mario 64, you had Donkey Kong 64, you had Gex on even PS1, which I loved that game. You had Banjo-Kazooie, which I honestly was watching a guy play it. I don't think I would have liked it that much.
I liked it a lot. I beat it.
But, yeah, I mean, those people, they just like those games where it's like, go find this. Like, go explore and get this.
See, that was funny. Like, in N64, that was, like, the era of, like, the mascot 3D platformer. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
It's, like, falling off now. Like, really, like, all there is now is, like, Mario.
It's just because it was cool then. It was like, oh my god, it's
Open
3D.
world.
3D,
Yeah.
And now you got Skyrim, it's like, what would you rather play, Banjo-Kazooie or Skyrim?
Well, it's not a platformer, but
it's
still a
trying to climb
3D
those damn
sandbox.
Oh, it's like, it's your horse. Just YOLO horse that, like, runs up this mountain like this.
Yeah.
It's like upside down, basically. But I'm not gonna lie, I never played Banjo. Like, fully.
See, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like the 3D platformers were, like, the thing, and then you got like GTA and Skyrim, and they showed you another type of style, open world, and then it's just like the platforming. It's like, why would I want to do that when I can go kill people?
Yeah,
hence the maturity level that this era
You
is in.
listening, Nintendo? You could do that with Mario.
I want to
What are you talking about? We've already established he kills everyone.
I want Rare to come back. They made so many great games, and the second Microsoft bought them, they just murdered them. Basically, they're like, you're not making any. You're making Kinect Sports Rivals,
which was fun. Do not hate on how fun Kinect Sports Rivals is.
You played.
Is that the one where you do like the kayaking?
You can do kayaking. You can do rock climbing. You can do shoot. It's
you know what?
Fun.
I'm gonna hate on it because that's not like Banjo-Kazooie, Jet Force Gemini, GoldenEye. So many great games. They're a freaking Kinect sport.
Look, isn't the point of a game to be fun? Kinect Sports Rivals was fun.
Anything on that goddamn
I did
Kinect,
like
except
Wii
Dance
Sports.
Central.
Yeah, it was like Wii Sports for the Kinect. It was solid. It worked.
But you want to know what else was fun? Dance Revolution.
Yeah, I'll say that.
Awesome.
You know
and
what?
that's kind of like a Kinect.
Yeah.
You know what's more fun?
Game.
GoldenEye. That was more fun. Jet Force Gemini was more fun.
A little bit.
Battletoads, even though I didn't play it, apparently everyone loves that. That's most likely going to be coming.
I don't know what Battletoads is.
It was like a.
If they do it, I don't want them to make it a AAA.
They're not.
I want it to be like an arcade.
It's going to be like $15.
Keep it classic.
So, I think that's what Nintendo. I think that's what Microsoft is going to do with Rare because Sony and Nintendo have been drawing so much from like nostalgia. I mean, like 20 years, like they announced their like 20-year anniversary PlayStation, all that stuff, and all these Rare. Even though they didn't have any games from Rare, like on there, that's like the most nostalgic thing they have. So they're trying to draw from that, and I'd love to see them come back.
One thing I'm really curious about the Rare Battletoads, what they're going to do is if they're going to keep the how hard it is. Like they're going to keep because like I don't know, I feel like Dark Souls has kind of opened people's eyes to saying like our game's getting too easy. I mean I know they usually have like difficulty settings, but it's like still I don't know. It's like maybe they keep it like me, especially these indie games. I mean Shovel Knight isn't easy. It's got challenge.
Like that one Salt and Sanctuary game is supposed to be like the 2D Dark Souls. There's another one, Titan Souls. Looks badass. I can't wait for that game.
I can't remember. Isn't that the one you linked him to like watch?
Yeah,
it was a video.
I don't remember.
Can't remember.
It was so long ago.
Hell if I know.
But we'll move on to the thing I'm most excited to talk about. What are you looking at? Yeah, remember I was gonna get the digital thing?
Did it work?
No, it's only for some stupid ass Disney thing. So
yeah, Nick wanted to watch Frozen.
I saw it all.
Yeah.
I babysitted it.
It
was okay. Also,
I like to see it just to see why it's so amazing.
I had to. It was like one of those.
But I can't stand even as a child, I can't stand the singing.
It will be. She will be in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh yeah, Frozen is like the only like
she'll whip
it's
ass.
not confirmed, but it's confirmed.
Yeah.
Frozen will be in Kingdom Hearts 3. Like,
are they allergic to money?
Yeah, exactly.
Square needs that money.
This is my favorite news item.
Okay.
Bethesda hosting its first ever E3 conference this year.
Doom 4 Wild Card.
Actually, it's just Doom.
Yeah, it's just called Doom.
Oh, they changed it to Doom? I could have sworn they were going to call it Doom 4. I'm like
No.
99% sure.
It's just Doom.
Oh.
It's the fourth Doom.
Yeah, no, well, technically no.
God damn it,
Man, if they do this right, it's not confirmed, but I'm like 99% sure they're Fallout 4 going to announce it. Could you imagine if they do what
4. That's all they
it's
need.
Doom.
I'm calling it Doom 4.
Could you
now.
imagine? You'll be wrong if you keep saying that. But
Yeah, they'll be
could
like, "Who's
you
this guy?"
imagine
Oh,
if they
my
did
God,
for
there's
Doom
a-
4 what they did for God damn it, Fallout 3 or what they?
All right, I was just gonna wait
No,
for Nick to
all right.
gather his thoughts.
All
real
right,
quick.
Matt got me all freaking confused. All right,
What the fuck?
Doom does that to you.
there's too many numbers here. All right, could you imagine if Bethesda does what they did for Fallout 3 with Fallout 4?
What was
Which they announced Fallout 3 and were like, it's coming out in 2 months.
that? Oh yeah. Okay.
If they did that, I feel like they could win. Obviously, they're going to talk about some ESO
Yeah.
stuff for consoles.
Yeah.
You know, that's already going to be out. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah,
Uh,
it's coming out in April, right?
April, May, or June, or July, August, or September.
Yeah,
maybe
one of
October,
those. Yeah,
December.
but even if it does come out, they're going to talk about ESO for,
yeah,
for consoles.
Definitely.
We're going to go. Hopefully, they show Doom
Right.
gameplay.
Definitely.
They could just do 3 things, and
Technically,
it'll be the greatest
Now,
conference ever.
Or Oblivion remastered.
This is my dream.
technically, when I see, and I'm not being biased or anything, like I know, but right now, I mean, if you go off what they've shown and what Bethesda is doing right now, they are saying like Doom is like that game right now. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not saying Fallout is probably going to be their big
They
ticket.
have to.
Yeah.
but-
They'll probably open up with Doom, which I'll probably be like having a seizure after I'm done watching it, and so I'll miss the Fallout 4. But if they're making a conference, they can't just have only Doom. I mean, they gotta have
No,
something
dude,
else.
this is what.
And freaking Elder Scrolls Online.
Do you know what my dream is?
What's your dream?
Well, it's not going to happen. But if
Another
it
Elder
does,
Scrolls?
yes. But this is a bigger dream. All these freaking remakes, they do like best of Bethesda, Fallout 3, New Vegas, Oblivion, Skyrim, HD on 2 discs, or they can even fit them on 1 disc.
I don't know.
Blu-ray
See,
discs
the
are
thing
pretty
I
good.
really wish, not just because it would be fun to play another Elder Scrolls, but I would love to see Elder Scrolls come in to this Game of the Year's prospect. Like having Uncharted,
It's not gonna happen.
Metal Gear Solid, and I would love to see an Elder Scrolls and Batman all
Just
in
so
there.
we could beat them all
And Halo.
again.
I'm curious to see. Well, it never did. It never beat anyone.
Well, it beat Uncharted.
Did it beat?
Yeah,
3?
Uncharted 3, yeah.
Well, I still think Metal Gear's gonna win, but
I don't. But that's.
Well, yeah, you didn't even
It's
say
for
Legend
me.
of Zelda Wii U
You didn't say that either.
or possibly
knows
Kingdom
Wii U.
Hearts.
or Witcher.
Dude,
I know.
possibly.
I don't believe anything. They could be like, it's coming out tomorrow. I'll be like, no, it's not. You mean next year?
Oh, do we mean releasing tomorrow?
But they could do literally 3
Who's coming out
announcements.
this new-
3 announcements and just bring like a bag of mics.
Yeah.
And just be like, here's Doom gameplay. Oh, just
Drop
like
that.
dump like 4 mics for the 4th Doom.
Right.
Bam. Then
Or
go.
Hearts,
Then go. Here's Fallout. No, then they go. Here's Fallout 4. It's coming out. It's coming out in 2 months. Oh, just like dump the bags, and they'll be like, we're walking out. They'll be like, oh yeah. Watch this trailer really fast. Just a little flash. Elder Scrolls 6. They'll be like with some name. We're like, oh.
Oh, you're up, Ubisoft.
Like
Tell us about the next Uncharted or Assassin's Creed
Yeah,
we don't
yeah.
give a shit about.
it's probably that you can't see faces are like melted off and glitched off.
Honestly, as far as the remastered Elder Scrolls games, though, I would love to see Morrowind remastered. Because I beat
I would
Morrowind.
actually like to see the older ones
Because,
remastered.
like, Morrowind, well, I don't know if you'd have to just completely remake those games just because of how old they are. But, like, Morrowind, you could remaster, I think. I'm not sure these things work.
Now define remaster. Are we
Like
talking
Halo 2.
graphics.
Halo 2.
Okay.
And, like, but, like, Morrowind is just so buggy. But it was so much fun when it worked. Like, its final boss in Morrowind was, like, so cool.
And
I just don't
Dag
get
off
these.
Earth.
I don't
Oh,
get
yeah.
why
it was
does
on that
Bethesda do
floating
this?
platform thing in the middle with like the lava underneath.
Yeah, it was inside a mountain.
Yeah.
Do they not know how to like fix glitches or what do they? Do you think they do
The
it
thing
now
is, their
just
games
to
are
be?
so damn big.
Yeah,
That's all
it's
it is.
hard.
It's like
Yeah.
their games are just. So
I mean, look
big.
at how Assassin.
Like
I mean,
honestly,
I
I
know
would be putting that Bethesda money towards a guy who could fix those problems.
Like,
I mean,
yeah.
I know that
GTA has a huge ass game, and I don't find that many bugs in that one.
that's not anywhere near the size of
It's
Skyrim.
no, I'll
You
give it. It's
talking?
close.
Are you serious?
It's definitely comparable. It really
I don't
is.
know.
But no, see, Bethesda, it's like they get cute glitches. Like, it's like, oh, Bethesda, you got your dragon's flying backwards.
That's fine.
Even though
I don't care.
the only bug I don't want them to fix is if they have giants in it again, and the giants like launch you up in the air, because that's just amazing.
Oh yeah, just fly.
Or the glitch on Oblivion.
And I want to see random mammoths flying out of the sky. Sorry.
Keep fucking cutting me off. It's like the 6th time. I know you're excited about Bethesda, but the dude on the mountain, like if you like power shot him, he just goes like, just like launches like miles away.
Bethesda gets cute glitches in their games.
God.
Like very rarely is it a game-breaking glitch.
Even if they just did Oblivion HD, that'd just be my favorite game of all time.
Morrowind or Skyrim, I'm still fresh on Skyrim. I'm good there, but like Oblivion or Morrowind, I'd be.
But I don't want to stay on this too long, because I could talk about this forever.
Right. Yeah. Move on.
And we're gonna do a reaction video to E3.
Yeah.
Like, and put them up like day of. Or
we just film ourselves watching it.
We could do that too, and I'll just.
Why? So we'll have Nick like, what?
Oh yeah, my Shovel Knight thing where Kratos came down. What? But I'll move on. PS4, the highest selling console for January. I will admit, I was a little worried.
Yeah.
Xbox was winning the last 2 months, and when they stayed at 350 after like a week, which I called, by the way. I was a little worried, but now I'm
What are you worried about?
Because I love my Xbox. I'm PlayStation Nation, first and foremost.
I'm half and half. I see
I'm
greatness in
not really.
both.
Like I said, I love my Xbox.
Shut up, you're
No, I don't care about sales though. Like,
I do. I want PS4 to win.
wow, we're supposed to be an unbiased news network like Fox News.
I love my Xbox. I'm not denying it. I love Halo.
I want to play a game on my Xbox really bad.
I saw you turn it on today. I was like, "What's Matt doing?"
No, Corey was watching Twitch.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Dude, come on, you really think I was...
I was like, "What is these?"
Just want to throw that out there. PS4, balling out. So this is something that, a little nostalgia trip for you, Matt. On the 12th, it was the 25th anniversary of Super Mario Bros. 3.
First game I ever played.
Figured I'll bring that up. That I didn't play that game, obviously, when it was first launched, because I wasn't born yet. But I didn't play it when I owned a Genesis, not an SNES or an NES. But I've played it now, and it is truly one of the greatest games ever made. The best Mario game, 2D Mario game, in my opinion. It's absolutely.
It's there. It's hard. Three in Super Mario World. It's a toss up.
Just the. Oh man, I don't know. You see, it's so weird about it. Like that Mario game, even though I didn't play it as a kid, like it's still, I feel nostalgic when I'm playing it, and it's so good. Like I play it like every night almost.
I'm just glad that you.
So I got it on the Wii sitting in my room. So
I'm just glad you saw that.
I know.
Sonic games were fun.
I know.
But let's be real. Even then, Mario's still winning.
I know. I still like the Sonic games more. Just
I need to get a Mario shirt. That's one thing I need to get. I need to get a Mario shirt.
Walmart. They got like 6 of them.
They're to hit the interwebs.
But just a little quick glance on that. Mario, you're still the man. Galaxy 2 was godlike. I was thinking about making like a really dumb like Nick joke.
Oh boy.
But I decided I held off.
You wouldn't have talked about
Are you going to look at me?
No, I was going to be like, Mario's like, here we go. I was going to be like, when Galaxy 3 comes out, I'm going to be like, here we go. I ran it through my head and I stopped.
Now it sounded worse.
Now I had to know though, because he was like...
And now you're with disappointment. That's what you're right now.
It's okay. We'll move on because we have a lot. Ubisoft says the new Assassin's Creed game, Rainbow Six Siege, and The Division are coming this year.
So Division and Rainbow Six is all we care about, right? I'm a hater of Assassin's Creed now. I'm sorry, people.
So am I. It sucks. No, I hate annualized stuff. I even stopped playing Madden. That's right. I did.
Man.
But that's cool. Ubisoft killed it.
Rainbow Six Siege looks promising.
It does. I like it. The Division, if it wasn't so...
I want that so bad.
If it wasn't so online based, that was my pick for like bust. Because the way online things are going...
But he can close car doors, Nick.
That was sexy.
Did you?
It was sexy.
It's like, did you
I'm not
see
going to deny
that?
it. It was sexy.
He was taking cover and he was polite enough to close the door.
Well, you know what? That guy that did the door close, who made that happen, opened so many people's eyes, and I'm sure he's probably appreciative that people are acknowledging that, unlike you.
What are you talking about? I'm saying it
You're
was
saying
cool.
it in a smart-ass way.
I'm saying I think people are a little too hype about it.
I'm just showing that we're actually like getting with the physics now.
I'm just hyped about the game.
It's like,
If you got a car door and you want to take cover, you shut the car door.
I played GTA 5. I didn't close a single door, and you know what? It was still amazing.
Yeah, it's because you had Trevor's rage mode. Didn't
Yeah,
you
and I ripped doors.
What are you, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Expendables 2?
He killed hipsters.
Yeah, Trevor hated hipsters because he was one, as revealed by Michael.
But that was a little quick aside, like a little thing.
Yeah.
We'll move to something very solemn to me. I knew this was going to happen.
Solemn judgment.
We were just talking about him too a little bit ago. Sonic Boom is officially the worst selling Sonic title in history. Both on Wii U and 3DS sold a combined 490,000 copies.
Okay.
Sorry.
You gotta add those zeros before you
Part of the reason why this game was such a flop is because it was only on Wii U.
And the scarf.
And they changed
Well,
Sonic
it's on 3DS
into a douche.
also, which is easily the highest.
They changed Sonic into a douche. The game was so glitchy, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
I refused to.
I think the scarf made Sonic. I think Sonic needed the scarf.
They made Knuckles look like a fucking jackass.
Well, that was necessary. He had to get, he hit the gym.
You skip leg day.
I'll definitely skip leg day.
Like, seeing this game and, like, seeing my childhood just ruined. I remember the moment where I realized...
Your childhood isn't ruined. You still have all those fun memories of Sonic.
No, I know, but I want Sonic back more than anything. That's the franchise I want and need
I think
back.
he needs to be put to his rest. And
No, because they can do it. And someone on the Xbox podcast for IGN, one of their, like, they did, like, a predictions thing for the year, said that Rare would develop a Sonic game. Just stop being stupid with this game and don't release it when you know the entire game is glitched. And
dude, you gotta remember though, you can't expect these things from most Japanese developers.
I can't.
I'm sorry, but I don't think Japan cares too much what we think as like the Western side.
No, but glitches.
Listen to me. I'm trying to say, like, but if you go to like a Western company and there's problems and flaws in that, they listen to us first, not Japan. Japan, you don't know what they've thought about that game. I mean, I'm sure they probably thought it sucked too, granted. But most of those games, things like that they're not fixing. Final Fantasy, how many people are screaming at them to fix what they're doing and saying how it's wrong, and they're just going with it? And Resident Evil. I even watched the Resident Evil Revelations. They're like, what did you prove? What did you improve? You didn't prove anything.
I didn't mean that. I'm saying that your game's broken. Fix your game so you can't skip half the game by falling through the level.
It's just, I know, but...
Yeah, you can literally fall through the level and skip through like 3/4 of the story.
Speed run?
Yeah.
Do you know how many games that do that? I was actually just watching a guy play Mario's Paper Mario, and he was literally
How
doing
old
that.
is that game?
Okay, I'm just saying, this isn't new to them.
I know.
This isn't new to them. They've been doing this all the time.
They didn't make Paper Mario.
Japan.
Oh,
Japanese,
yeah, but
that's
okay,
what
I'm just saying. I remember the moment where I was like, I can't play this fucking game anymore. I used to play all the Sonic games, like even all the street ones. When Sonic 2006 played, I was like, this is still good. I was like, they've rushed it and you waited 30 minutes for like a 15-second cutscene in the load time. It's like, but it's okay. Shadow's so cool. It's kind of weird Sonic's like in love with like a human girl. It's a little weird. Like, Silver sucks, but Shadow is such a badass. I'm like, it's amazing. And then Sonic Unleashed came out, and I saw the Werehog, and I was like, I'm done. James bought it, I played it, and I couldn't even control daytime, so I was so fast. Then the Werehog. I was like, I'm done with this. It sucks. And then every game, they've had 2 games that were actually good.
First platinum ever.
Sonic Colors was really fucking good. They said one of the things they dinged is one of the levels was really hard. Mm-hmm. So they gave like 8.8. And then Sonic Generations was great. And then all of a sudden they're like, we're not going to listen to what we did with that. Or Sonic Adventures were great games.
We were going somewhere with this.
But screw it, we're done.
Yeah, we're done.
So this makes me sick. A lot of people want Sonic dead. I just want a real, proper Sonic game, and I hope Rare does.
I just hope they keep the scarf.
Jesus.
No, I think people have spoken.
What if they just made like a Knuckles-focused game completely?
That would be cool.
Where he looked yoked like that?
That's stupid.
And it was a brawler, kind of like Devil May Cry.
I refuse. Nope, I refuse.
And they played the Devil May Cry music.
It was Devil May Cry.
Cool.
It's a Knuckles skin.
Sonic music's
a Knuckles skin for Dante.
But I'm gonna move on before I throw up.
Where's the salt? You got salt.
I'm buying the Morton. You should have brought the Mortons. You have Mortons.
I actually had some at my house.
Yeah, Mortons. I want that empty jar. So I don't want to go spend $5 on a thing of salt.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's too much.
Mass Effect 4 will have an online component. Not sure if it's multiplayer or something else.
Oh,
but it will have an online component. I don't want multiplayer in Mass Effect.
See?
I'm sick of it.
See, for me...
That on Mass 2?
No, it's just...
Oh.
See, I didn't think that was bad. I do think that it was stupid to make you have to do that in order to get your ultimate ending. That was dumb. But honestly, if me, you, James, and all of us all played that together,
I
think they did a good job of making you experiment with the different classes and use different weapons. I thought it was cool. It's a freaking horde mode, dude. How many games have horde modes now?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wouldn't.
I think it was.
I was pretty sure it was a given the next Mass Effect would have multiplayer in it. So.
Granted, that's not the selling point of the game, but the fact that they added that in, it was that. Honestly, I couldn't ask for much more than that. Except maybe co-op campaign on certain missions.
I just don't want it. I'd rather have them focus their efforts on the game.
But they did. And Mass Effect, other than its ending,
3 was godlike.
Yeah, it was amazing. They didn't have any problems. It's like they just added something else, which to me, I feel like was underrated.
Yeah. Hopefully it's good. Quick little thing. I just thought it was good. Top-down shooter Helldivers is coming out on March 3rd in the US and 4th in Europe for PS4, PS3, and Vita, which will include cross-play support. Throw that out there because no one knew about the Helldivers release date, and then they just announced out of nowhere, and that game looks freaking so badass, and I can't wait to play it. Then we'll move on again because
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Nintendo is bringing a slate of indie games to Indiecade East, both on 3DS and Wii U. I have a list of all the games, but you could just go and see them yourself. You're not going to know any of them if I read them. So I realized that was useless. No, it's just you'll be able to get it later. I think this is big for them. They're realizing that Sony was correct with the indie games, and they got on it first, and that Xbox really needs to, Microsoft really
I feel like Xbox is putting
up.
it more into like a few like indie games they think are going to slam it, like Ori and the Blind Forest. And
God, that looks so good.
You know what I don't understand is why some of these games, well, some of them are, why they're. I feel like they should be doing a lot more. Like I'm talking like the ones that put forth an effort, like Child of Light and like. That's a trick.
It's the indie.
What's that game that you said that you played recently that came out? I think it's free to play. It's a free game on PSN.
Apotheon?
No, the other one.
Transistor?
Yeah. Why isn't that on like iOS or like on Android?
That wouldn't run on. That would be really weird.
Are you serious, dude? This could run. I'm telling you, phones could do it.
I know. I'm saying that they'd have to seriously lower the graphics.
I'm just shocked that indie games aren't like hopping on board with those.
But with the way that game plays, like touchscreen would be really hard for.
A lot of browser games are doing that, like Five Nights at Freddy's. Did that.
No, I'm saying that would be Transistor's not a good thing. That would be really hard to play on the combat system.
Dude, you put Minecraft on this game but you can do it.
No, like you don't know what the gameplay mechanic is of Transistor. It would be really hard on that.
I see a lot of people using Super Nintendo emulators and stuff like that, and playing games like that.
But their fighting system, their combat system isn't like Transistors, where you gotta like freeze time.
Okay, I was just using an example of like a game that's pretty popular, like that Poncho's game.
Yeah,
that would have been a fun game on your phone.
Well, once they feel like they're not selling enough copies on here, they will pay the royalties they need to do a mobile game. But to be honest, whenever you make a mobile game, your profits are going to be sliced hard, going to the phone companies, going to iTunes, going to, Apple, going to them, or going to Windows, Microsoft, or putting it on their phone and on their consoles.
Well, I feel like those people, well, I don't know, I just feel like mobile gaming is like such a big thing right now.
Plus, if your app doesn't have in-app purchases, you have to make it really expensive to make that money back.
Yeah.
I think Nintendo saw with Shovel Knight just how much freaking money they made off that game, and now it's coming to PS4, which I think is at home on PlayStation. Because
the real games that make money on mobile platforms aren't going to be high-quality mobile games like a Transistor-like game on mobile. It would be Candy Crush.
Actually, a ton of the games that make like decent, like I know the Dragon Quest games and like some of the Final Fantasy games.
Turn-based games.
On that, yeah.
Like Pokemon, I know it'll probably never will happen, but dude, come on. Let's be for real. You really are going to sit here and tell me you play Fire Red on your phone.
That Micromon game, it was like a Pokemon ripoff, sold like wildfire
but guess what?
on that.
Had in-app purchases.
You didn't need to do it though.
No, you never need.
I guarantee you though, a game like Pokemon, that's going into AAA stuff. But I guarantee you, if Pokemon went to consoles, or I mean mobile phones, that anyone would make the $30 purchase on it. I would. I'd be stupid not to.
But like, I've made like I sort of have like I made like just looked and saw all the games I was really excited for this year. Like half of them are indie games. Yeah. So I can't freaking. And almost all of them are on PS4 or Vita, which is why I need a Vita. Fuck you.
Jelly?
But I am jelly.
Once he's beaten Persona, he'll sell it to you for $10. He's holding.
Alright, sounds good. So we'll move on to more PS4 news. The Order 1886 gameplay, like walkthrough, was leaked on YouTube, and apparently it's 5 hours long. This has since been, I mean, it hasn't been confirmed. They haven't obviously ready.
Another guy like challenged.
Obviously, Ready at Dawn hasn't said anything about this, because why the hell would they comment on this? Another guy said no, a YouTube guy said no, it's not actually 5 hours. It's more like 7 to 10 hours. And
it's pretty standard.
See, I thought about it for like a shooter like that. That's the usual length of it, but of like a shooting campaign, like
shooting games are you playing?
Call of Duty, Gears of War.
Gears of War does not take only 5 hours to beat.
It's not 5 hours though. Apparently, it's like 7.
Well,
to 10.
I mean, one guy says 5 hours. Another
so I thought we were talking about. All right, I thought we were going off the 5 hour thing. When you said 8 to 10, I was like, that's about right.
Yeah, that's what I'm going on everything. Like usual shooter games are that, but if you think about it, it's gonna have multiple difficulty modes, even though apparently there's no trophies for beating on that multiple difficulties.
They're kind of steering away from that because people are like bitching at them about being half-assed. But it's like a half. I feel like that's a half-assed trophy. It's like, why are you making me have to go and replay on another hard difficulty?
No, it's asking you to be the best at the game that you can be. Like, you can't, if you haven't beaten a game on the hardest difficulty, you can't say you're good at the game.
See, but see, for me, that's not something that I feel like is good. Like, to me, a good trophy is like, if it's possible, like, say Gears of War, get a headshot on 2 people, like with 1 shot.
Yeah, 1 bullet.
That would be a good trophy. Because that's a hard one that will take the time to do it. And it's still easy for people who don't game hard.
I don't have a problem with that. As long as like the difficulty, as long as it's well done campaign that's worth replaying. Like
like Infamous Second Son, the trophy was beat it on the hardest difficulty, and I beat it on normal, and then I beat it again. But for this, if the story's good, if the gameplay's good, presentation, and I already know the graphics are
that's
fucking amazing.
Yeah.
If that's all there and it's fun. I don't care if it's 5. I don't care if it's even if it's like 5 hours. It's fine.
And when you think of other like games with short campaigns like that, the one that comes to mind is Bayonetta 2. It's a pretty short campaign, but they have like such great replay value of Bayonetta 2. I mean, my God.
I actually think hack and slashes like that usually have better, especially the DMC. I mean, playing DMC, the new one was like I had tons of replay value. I think I beat it 3 times.
But when it's a shooter game. Just in my experience, I haven't played the Order. But a short campaign is fine. You know, most people don't play Gears of War, Call of Duty, or Halo for the campaign. They play for the multiplayer. But Order doesn't have multiplayer, which one shocked the hell out of me.
I'm not shocked. The camera's like I don't know.
But see, that's one thing. Also, I do kind of want to say about the hard difficulty thing with trophies. With Devil May Cry, yeah, they do. Granted, they got Dante Must Die mode and all that stuff. But then they start going a little bit out of the. They start doing something different. They're like, okay, we'll play Heaven and Hell mode. Yeah. And then it's like 1 shot, it's something new, it's unique, it's kind of cool to play through that again. It's something, brings something else to the table. And then you got Hell and Hell mode, which is still kind of the same thing, except you only got 1 shot. See, that's different to me. That's a whole nother thing.
But to me, if you want to have just a third-person shooter that looks gorgeous and a really short campaign, that campaign better be Last of Us quality. If you want me to pay $60 for it.
Yeah, but the other thing we're forgetting
it can't just be a good campaign.
It's got to be I am sure that there's other things to do besides just the story mode.
Like collectibles?
No, well, not just that. That's going to be in the story mode. But there's other. I guarantee you, there's other modes to do.
Okay, you didn't say there's multiplayer.
Like challenge mode, stuff like that. Like, remember, like, I'm not saying it's like that, but, like, in Devil May Cry, they have that tower mode or whatever.
Bloody Palace.
Yeah.
Bloody Palace.
I'm like 1,000% sure there'll be other modes and stuff. We'll see what happens in the reviews.
This makes me nervous. Like, this
I'm
is
not.
I'm
not
nervous
nervous at
for
all.
that, because
I'm good.
I mean, I know this game looks great and all that. It's just, it has not caught my attention yet.
well, if you all refer back several podcasts ago that I can't remember.
You said it'll get a 6.9.
Yeah, I predicted a 6.9 for the
It'll get in the
86.
8s. It'll get in the
And
8s.
he's predicting 8s.
Probably mid-8s. But
I don't know. I'm probably where Nick's at. Apparently, it's getting a lot of good hype.
yeah, like people.
Oh, it's got
like
a lot of
high
hype.
up. No,
I agree
like
with that.
the hype also was like a little bit ago. People were like, "This isn't that good.
Mm-hmm.
It is terrible," and then they like really fix it up, and like people that are like really good, high up in the gaming world industry, are saying like, "This is really fun."
Well,
The only complaint that I also have is the camera is like maybe a little too close to your guy.
I'm
Like
sure that
closer
should be
to Gears?
fixed.
Yeah, it's closer than Gears,
Oh,
but
wow.
I'm cool with it. I can't wait for it. We'll see what happens. We'll know about it next podcast. It's
Yep.
coming out on Friday, so we'll move on. Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate has sold. I originally thought shit because I didn't think
yeah,
that.
yeah.
More than 3 million units worldwide. That's pretty
That's like
impressive.
Smash Bros. Numbers, like right out the gate.
Smash Bros. A little more than that, but it's still really
Like
impressive.
the first week of the game? Well, in North America, it's the first week. It's not the first week. in
People
Japan.
can't. Well, this is worldwide, but people can't
This
deny.
is worldwide.
Yeah.
So.
People can't deny like Monster Hunter, like Capcom has another franchise on their thing that's really good.
Yeah, Monster Hunter, for those of you guys that haven't picked it up, if you like challenging gameplay,
Big bosses.
really big
Yeah.
bosses, like the most epic boss fights that I can think of in gaming history are in Monster Hunter. And you like challenges, you like monster hunting, and you like killing and slaughtering things that should eat you for breakfast, you play Monster Hunter.
Sounds like Dark Souls minus the grind.
It's Dark Souls meets Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oh,
I saw it. I watched.
No,
like,
and there is
music.
grind. There is
Yeah,
grind.
I played it.
I'm kind of upset that it's only for 3DS though.
Yeah, I was a little... because like I played Monster Hunter 3 exclusively on my 3DS, and then I went to your guys' place and played the demo on the Wii U, and I was like, this is so much better. I wish I would have gotten it for Wii U.
I'll say this: maybe your opinion will change when you get the new 3DS.
That's
with the
right.
camera.
I've got the new Nintendo 3DS coming in. It's got the
The
C
nub
stick
thing, yeah.
to turn the camera, which is... Because on the old 3DS, you had like a touchpad D-pad that showed up on the bottom screen you used. Which obviously, since you can't feel where it is, you kind of have to like, do that to figure out where you're at. And I still put 120 hours in the game, so...
Stop with the touchscreens, Nintendo.
Yes.
You're better.
Just give me a right stick, man.
Just ship your Wii U with
Oh
a
man,
Pro
this right
controller.
stick feels so nice.
That game. Monster Hunter would be sick nasty on that. But we'll move on to the last piece of news. Pretty fresh news, shall I say?
This is
Because it
fresh.
came out like literally an hour before we filmed this. Don't do that, man.
Wait, this is our last news?
It is the last news. The Last Guardian trademark has been abandoned. Sony Computer Entertainment America's trademark was abandoned because, quote, no statement of use or extension request, end quote, was filed
Pour some
after
out.
the notice of allowance was sent on January 15th.
Pour some out for your homies.
While I
Last
say
Guardian is
this, Sony, even like up to like a month or so ago, are very... They dodge questions about the game, but they're saying it's still coming out.
Unless
Still
they
making
change
it.
the name.
Maybe they changed the name.
They
I'm
haven't
cool with
changed
that.
the name.
Maybe they could have.
They changed it to Half-Life 3.
Like I said, that game's never coming out.
Pour
I
some
will
out.
shut up.
That game will come out.
If that game comes out, I'll be shut. I want to know what the dog.
It's a
bird
boy and
is.
his
Oh, you're talking about that. I thought you were going to start ripping on Half-Life 3 not coming out. I'm like, shut up, that's coming out. It's going to come out.
You know what I could see
It must be on
Steam
such a
doing?
cliffhanger
You know what I
on
could
that.
see Steam doing? Just like releasing it, not even telling you.
Half-Life
Like,
3.
Yeah, just
It's
like,
like, oh, yeah,
holy
guys.
shit, it's out.
BT dubs.
Yeah, it's like,
Oh
yeah.
my god, when
Put
that
Half-Life
game...
3 out.
That is another Kingdom Hearts that even whenever
No,
it
it's
comes
worse than
out,
that.
I can't wait to get my hands all over
Now,
it.
here's the thing. Half-Life 3, when it comes out, it will break the internet. Like, when it's announced.
When Last Guardian,
It's
if
like,
it ever...
it's Valve, right? It's like, if at E3 Valve, like, one Valve guy's like, like, he checks his mic, he's like, okay, Alright, what was that? Alright, Half-Life 3. And he just leaves.
No, you just see Half-Life on there.
Yeah.
And then it's like you see like a zoom and like as it slowly comes in,
Tiny
it looks like a 3 and it's like HD.
I could
Remastered.
We're just like, I'm sorry, we saw the Final Fantasy 7 at PSX, we wanted to top this.
if any of those two games ever come out, or even something gets mentioned about them, because this, like, I mean, we're still talking about Last Guardian. That announcement was like 7 years ago now.
The Last
You
Guardian?
know,
Yeah, when it first got announced. It was like
7 years ago.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a PS3 game. It was like one of the first, and it was a while ago, a long time ago.
Wow, I can't believe
Yeah.
is
we're
this
still
was this
talking
game
about this.
supposed to be a sequel, or was it
No,
supposed to just be a whole new game?
Whole new game.
Okay.
Because like
I was gonna say,
from
how do
Ico,
you
it's like, 'cause
sequence that, or
the Shadow of Colossus was so
iconic.
loved,
Yeah.
and they're like, "That's right, motherfucker. We got this giant dog bird and this kid running around that looks like Pit.
But hey,
That's
you
it.
know what?
We're never gonna bring
It's
it up
kinda
again."
like I think you brought up was that I can't remember if it was Walt or if it was someone I heard on the internet. Sometimes it's just that game will always be cemented as like legendary, and that will be like a cult classic forever. And it's just like
one of the great.
there's going to be one of those
games.
only times you're ever going to be able to like play a game that's somewhat like that. No one's even tried to mimic that yet. Except maybe Monster Hunter.
Now Monster Hunter's a little more, I don't know how to describe it. It's less...
It's not like Shadow of Colossus.
It's still
It's
epic,
in the sense
but
of like, let's be real, it's a boss fight game.
Yeah, it's still epic, but it's not like mythical, I guess, like Shadow of the Colossus is. Like, in Monster Hunter, it's like they're just beasts. They're not...
Well, I'm not talking about like fighting the... I'm not talking about... I'm talking about the like whole aspect of the game being you run around. I think the only other thing you can fight in Shadow of the Colossus is lizards to raise your health, and then like I think you kill birds to like raise your grip strength. But anyways, but the point is, it's like it's a boss-based game.
Yeah.
You could even go as far as say Dark Souls could almost be a boss-based game, but there's still like you got to go through it.
I die more to the horde than I do to the bosses.
Dark Souls 2, yes.
Yeah.
Before E3, I want to do like a predictions podcast. I'm going to go ahead and say one of my predictions now. We're talking about it. Last Guardian will
not
be talked about. It will be. This is the last chance they have now to talk about it.
No,
they
can come out with it anytime they want.
Fuck them. It's the last chance. It's because they're talking about it this year, and I'll probably be wrong, but I'm doing it.
All right,
So,
we'll do that.
We don't have any questions this week.
No.
Funny because it's like our biggest week.
Send us your questions. livethroughgames@gmail.
livethroughgames@gmail.com. Tweet us at livethroughgames. Comment on Google Plus.
Yeah.
It's livethroughgames. Message me on Twitter at Kato Strava. Mr. Him.
Oh yeah,
That's the Twitter.
I'm new to the Twitter stream.
Redlaw Yellow. Yoled.
Yellow.
Yellow.
Yeah,
It's his name backwards.
It's Walter Bowley backwards.
Matt doesn't have a Twitter yet, but I'm sure he will.
Live through games.
So
Send Matt telepathic message to his Vita saying keep it up on his Persona 4.
and
I'm gonna start. I'm kind of was asking him to help me out with Twitter and how to do everything, but I'm gonna start posting stuff on Live Through Games. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the whole Twitter thing myself yet, because I feel like I'd rather focus on what we got there, and I really don't use it. I don't really do Facebook or anything really anyway. So
He's too cool.
And you could comment on this videos or any of our videos,
Right
and we'll
down
see
there
it.
somewhere.
But if you have a question for me or you do want me to get a Twitter, I will.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Subscribe to us as well. And again, thank you to everyone who did subscribe to us this week. I would love to collab with you guys. Collab once we get a little bigger. But since we don't have any questions,
What's a random?
and that was a long. This might be a quick one.
All right,
so
that's fine.
I usually like quickies.
what's the most underrated or under? And you say, I say, lame jokes. Jesus.
Walt was smiling, like doing like head bob.
You know what I realized? You're not supposed to like take the Lord's name in vain or anything. I went to church for the first time in like 9 years on Sunday. Literally, like the second I walk out, I'm just like, God damn it, Jesus. I'm like, Jesus. I said like 10 times. Then one of the times I was like, Jesus. Like, damn it, I shouldn't have said it. I was like, fuck it. God damn it. And then I said, I was like, yeah, I can't stop. I'm sorry, Jesus. God, I'm
Damn
trying.
on your mouth.
I have the worst cursing ever. But just like I said, my New Year's resolution, I broke it in a second. I was like, I'm not going to cuss anymore. That's my New Year's resolution. The second it hit
No, you weren't going to say you were going to...
Fuck.
Yeah, you weren't saying you were going to cuss anymore. That's way too much. You just were going to say the F word
and
anymore.
Like, literally, 12:01, I was like, someone did something with a firework. I was like, fuck. I was like, oh, the guy unloaded his pistol.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. Yeah. This guy is just like, Happy New Year, y'all. Boom, 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 boom. Let's unload the clip in the water.
Who doesn't shoot their guns if you have them on New Year's?
Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But
most people
Add
do.
people.
But.
Walt shot a firework at family.
Oh, you did. Me and you were out
there. But you
there.
came back and said, I don't feel bad.
Yeah, me and you, like, remember they jumped off
Because they knew the risk.
we were launched up in the middle. Remember the family's like, oh!
Yes, Nick, I remember the family. I was there.
I was the one who did it.
It was so
saw
funny.
their faces as they thought this was going to last moment.
We just walked away. We were like, oh, God damn. I was like, he was the one who lit it and shit. But what is
terrible people? He's a terrible person.
What is the most underrated or underappreciated game studio?
Oh, that's your topic?
That's your
It's my
topic.
random topic.
God.
I'll start out.
You start out.
I know what you could say.
You wait.
And I'll probably say it if
You
you don't.
say what you got to say.
I'm going to go ahead and say Housemarque.
Housemarque. Really
They made all the Stardust games, which I just started playing, Super Stardust Ultra, which came out on PS4 a few days ago on the 10th. It's great. Rezo Gun, all the Dead Nations, and they got another game coming out that's like twin stick shooter. It's amazing. All of their games are like really fucking good.
Right.
Like every time I know they're coming out with a game, it's great. So that's my underappreciated game studio.
Okay.
I think I know what I could say to you, but
Why don't you predict
hard.
what I'm going to say?
because I don't want to like.
Go ahead, try to say it.
Even though one of their games did get a great review, I would say maybe Platinum.
Platinum. I was thinking Platinum, but with the exception of Bayonetta and Bayonetta 2, I can't really think of like...
Because I mean, Bayonetta 2 like did great, but did it sell all that great?
I couldn't
honestly?
find one for the first 2 weeks, so I
That's
mean,
probably because Nintendo didn't ship them like douchebags.
yeah, maybe. Let's see, an underrated developer. You know what? I don't think Naughty Dog gets a lot of love.
God.
Yeah, sarcasm, I think.
I'll say that. Rare.
I'm sorry, I gotta cheat.
I'll say this.
Oh, really?
I'll say
I
this.
gotta cheat.
Unused franchise.
Right.
Or underrated. You say Connect Sports Rivals is really
Yeah,
good.
Connect Sports Rivals was really fun. Don't hate. You know, I mean, I can't really think of too much. I mean, I guess this studio has a lot of love. I just wish it got like more love, I guess, at NetherRealm. Because, like, I mean, NetherRealm is Mortal Kombat and Injustice and whatnot, but people, it's like when you talk about fighting games, you only talk about Capcom, really. I mean, that's the only people you talk about. But NetherRealm has honestly earned the right to be next to Capcom in fighting games. It's like, Injustice was the first good superhero fighting game, like all superhero fighting game that's ever existed. And, I mean, Marvel vs. Capcom doesn't count because there's just like Capcom fighters in it, but... So I would say NetherRealm because I still feel like they're still the low tier fighting game company, even though Mortal Kombat is here with Street Fighter. Like,
Is it really?
I think it is, like with how good it is.
But another thought I think could continue, like, I don't really know another game they made. I think Shovel Knight was the only game they made, but Yacht Club games, they could. I think that was the only one, but that's really great. A lot of these indie developers are very underappreciated.
Right. But then apparently with Platinum Games, like I wouldn't say Platinum Games because apparently they made like the Legend of Korra game that got like a 4 or something out of 10 that I just heard was terrible, which is weird because an Avatar game could be really cool, like with all the element bending and whatnot.
You'd think an Avatar movie could be cool too. What's his name?
M. Night Shyamalan? No, his name is Aang. They said his name in the show hundreds of times and it's Aang.
Oh.
Or Sokka in the show, his name is Sokka. In
Sokka.
the movie, Sokka.
That's fine. Just like, no, just. We got so pissed. Like, speaking of getting names wrong, we'll just stall for that a little bit. I love hockey. My favorite player is Claude Giroux. He said his name, Giroux, like 1,000 times. And this freaking announcer was calling him Giroux. I'm like, it's not Giroux! Like, this is your job! He said his name! In multiple press conferences. Like, God.
Well, there you go. I found one.
Alright, what you got?
Because I love the franchise so much, and it seems like this is the only game I'm seeing that they made. I have to say it is the. Don't want to get the wrong. Eat, Sleep, Play. You heard of them?
I've heard that. Who is that?
Who do you think?
Twisted Metal.
Oh.
Twisted Metal was like one of my favorite franchises of all time, and I get excited for them. And just the fact that I had to look it up to see who made it is enough for me to say. I'm sorry, I really can't think of any.
That's fine.
I guess you could call me pretty much mainstream. I only see the ones that do good in people's eyes. I'd also say maybe ID, because people look at it now as like Doom, and they're not. Doom was originally made from ID, and they look now as like it's Bethesda, and Bethesda took over. But still, ID is still part of it. They're still a part of the Doom franchise,
so,
and Wolfenstein, which I've heard great things about, and well, that's all. And if they would make Quake, oh my god.
I have another one. What was it called? Reality Pump. That's the game developer. They made Two Worlds.
That's a joke. We all know Two Worlds is garbage.
Are you gonna go get your copy of Two Worlds?
Give me that goddamn salt.
Wow.
Jesus, no, I can't stop saying it. I need. Don't.
Well, hold on. Before we continue, Walt, as you sure know, I'm sure not many people are understanding what Two Worlds is, so please explain it to them first.
One of the more legendary RPGs that came out for the Xbox 360. It was an Xbox exclusive, by the way. Oh, well, no, Windows exclusive. It was on Windows also. For the guys that want both copies for Windows.
Don't say anything good about it.
It's got one of the best stories
my god.
in RPG history. You know, Final Fantasy VII, get the hell out of here. You know, all these other great RPGs. But it's a third-person fantasy RPG where you play as a man.
It has many lines, many quotable lines.
A sister who I think got kidnapped. And
no one knows.
But the end of the game was like time travel, where like you stopped her from getting kidnapped or something.
Dude.
And
your guy had a beard.
Let me tell you.
And a helmet on like the whole game.
Let me tell you my Two Worlds story.
Oh, and the game was advertised as, and I quote,
I was about to say that,
Oblivion on steroids.
So when I saw this, I was like, Oblivion, as you all know, is my favorite game of all time. I saw Oblivion on steroids, I was like, alright.
Alright.
And they said it had online. I was like, they never explained what it was, they just said it's online multiplayer. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I got it for my birthday, from my grandma. I put it in, I was like, holy shit, I finally got this game, I can't wait. I put it in, and I played the story a little bit, and I started walking around the forest with the god-awful combat. And he started saying his quotable lines, it's raining, it's pouring, the old man's story.
Or if you walk in the lake.
Water. Dude, it's a little
it's a little damp.
And then I went on the multiplayer. I was like, I'll see what this is. Fucking horse racing. I spent $60 of my birthday money on this. Literally 2 days after I bought it, I sold it to Walt for $20. Like, I just don't want this crap anymore. I want to get at least some of it.
I beat it.
That is
Matt beat it.
That is without a doubt. You know, I almost bought it.
I swear to God, this man right here can be one of the most persuasive people in the world.
You persuaded
because even though it sucked and he knew it, he still told me things that got me into it. That made me still want to go. He's like, oh yeah, dude, you go to this forest, man, there's a dragon literally like
made of stone.
Like, he said the dragon was like guarding the stone that I needed. I was like scared to go there. I'm like, I text Walt, I'd be like, Walt, I'm about to go in there. He's like, oh dude, you sure you're ready? What level are you? I'm like, I'm gonna try it. The dragon wasn't even there. And I'm like, Walt, where's the dragon? He's like, oh, he must have flew away or something. And I believed it. He probably wasn't even there.
I don't remember.
And then like, anyways, but the funny story about him is he bought Two Worlds too, like a dumbass. I mean, like a great man.
Yeah, like a badass.
I bought a 360 again because I wanted to play Halo 4 with these guys, and he had a copy he didn't play because he's stupid.
Yeah.
But anyways,
good games like Two Worlds.
So he had Two Worlds 2 in his car, and he was giving me Halo 4. He's like, here, Matt, here's Two Worlds 2. I was like, I don't want it. He's like, I'm giving it to you. Yes, this man was giving me a free game. I could have gotten like 57 cents from it from a trade-in. And I still thought it was a waste of time.
I was like, Matt, you could just take Halo if all you wanted was Halo. But here's a free copy of Two Worlds 2.
It's like I just hit the lottery.
I thought Two Worlds 2, I couldn't do it again. I beat Two Worlds 1, and I played Two Worlds 2, and I was like,
that just struck up a new idea for me.
What do you got?
I'm serious.
Playing horrible games.
Playing a garbage-ass game. I'm talking...
No, I don't want to do this. I don't want to play.
People comment. You list some games that we could get ourselves hands on.
If you don't mind me asking you all a favor, please request that Nick play Two Worlds in its entirety.
No. That meant to be like, Nick, please play Sonic 360.
No. I think you'd hate playing Two Worlds more.
I know.
So I'll buy it. Like, he doesn't have to buy it. I'll buy it.
Yeah, what about 360?
I've got
He has a
$6 to
360.
spare. Yeah, I have a 360.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
But
Okay, there we go.
So
I'm feeling it coming up.
And I'm going to just, I'm not even going to tell him I'm recording him. I'm just going to record his commentary of what the fuck.
Do it for the fans.
It took me about 20 hours to beat Two Worlds 1, Nick.
You know what? If someone comments and says they really want to play it, or if we get 85 views
on this video,
okay,
I will not beat, but I
No.
will. No.
See, I'm making you a bet. I'm starting right here. Hold on. I'm right now. No. If you do it, if someone comments,
you buy me Bloodborne.
No. If you do it, and let me see. If you do it, I'll buy a game on the Vita, and I'll play like a shitty game that someone wants me to play. Not Criminal Girls.
I can't capture the Vita.
I thought you were just be recording his reactions.
No, I'm gonna both. I want to be
recording. Okay. But I'll play Two Worlds if you beat.
Like, as I said,
Two Worlds 2.
I'll beat Two Worlds 2.
I will not beat Two Worlds 1. I will play for an extended period.
If we get to 150 views, he is going to beat.
Alright, fine. If we get to 150 views, I will beat Two Worlds 1.
Two Worlds 1. It's easy.
If we get to 85 views, I will play it for at least an hour.
No, more than that. Give me 4 hours.
Fuck no.
4 hours. That's almost half. Not all at once.
But maybe
4 1-hour sessions.
But
I see where your heart's.
There we go.
After that 4 session, I bet Nick will be like, I might.
All right, fine, Walt.
On my own time.
Screw you.
What?
Just because you're a hater of it, and I know it's not a shitty game. If we get 85 likes, you have to play 4 hours of Uncharted. Because I know.
How is that terrible?
Because he hates it.
Have a great time.
He hates
That's an equal bet.
Two
Worlds or Uncharted. You're right.
What?
No, because Walt is such a hater of
Walt
Uncharted.
is just a hater, but you can't deny that if he played it, it would be amazing.
No, he's right. It's like Two Worlds, Uncharted. Like, I see what he's saying.
There we go. Just because I want to force him to have to play it.
No,
so
it's
here
not
we
a
go.
point. So 150 views, I'll beat Uncharted.
No, see, there's a difference between that. If he doesn't play Uncharted, he's missing out on a great gaming experience. You having to play
Alright, fine. What's a shitty game that's for 360 or something?
360 or
I'm sure there's something that would
Alright, fine. You have to play Two Worlds 2.
No, fine. You gotta play Sonic 2006.
Oh!
Boom! In its entirety.
Silver storyline.
You have to unlock them first, so you gotta play
150 views, full story, otherwise 4 hours.
Yeah. Alright. We're rambling now.
Yeah.
So, get those views up.
Share it to your friends.
Share our videos with all your friends. Subscribe to us. Tell your friends to subscribe to us.
So, do I not get a game? If I get 150?
You have to play Two Worlds 2 with me. Two Worlds.
Yeah, no, yours is Two Worlds 2.
Oh, yeah.
And email us your questions at livethroughgames@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter at livethroughgames. Follow me on Twitter at Katostrophic. Follow him on Twitter at RedLawYellow. I'm getting all the. See, I'm starting to get the rhythm down of all our plugs.
Yeah.
I love you guys. Thank you for all the subs in the last couple days. Even though it doesn't seem like a lot, it means a lot to me.
Yeah, it means a lot to us.
So thank you.
Yeah.
Email us your questions.
Get those views up.
Till then, guys.
Later.
Keep on gaming, not two worlds. Peace.
Peace. Oh, God. I want to smack you.
Walt, show your shirt off.
Oh, yeah, okay. Since we're not technically...
We're going to show the shirt off. No, we can put this in there.
There we go.
See that?
Chilling is my business. Deadpool.
What up?
Later.